You walked in for one thing: a phone charger, socks, a gift you forgot to buy. 20 minutes later, you're holding 3 bags. You've spent $60, and you genuinely can't remember which door you came in through. You blamed yourself for that. Don't. You were standing inside a machine built to do exactly that to you, and it worked perfectly. Here's the part that should bother you. The confusion wasn't an accident. It wasn't bad design. Getting you lost was the point. It even has a name for the exact moment it happens to you. And it comes with an origin story, and a man who spent the end of his life horrified by what he'd built. Stay with me, because once you see how this works, you will never walk into a mall the same way again. You'll start spotting it everywhere. In 1956, an architect named Victor Gruen built the first fully enclosed, climate-controlled shopping mall in America. No weather, no clock on the wall that mattered, no clear view of the outside world. Just an indoor town that never changed temperature and never told you the time. And he noticed something strange happen to the people inside it. They'd come in with a plan, but somewhere between the entrance and the escalator, the plan would quietly dissolve. They'd slow down. They'd start wandering. They'd buy things they never meant to buy. That moment, where a person with a mission turns into a person just browsing, got named after him: the Gruen Transfer. And every design choice in a modern mall exists to trigger it in you. Walk into a grocery store, and the aisles run in straight lines. Boring. Predictable. You get in, you get out. A mall does the opposite. On purpose. The walkways curve. The corners don't line up. There's no straight line from where you are to where you want to be. Your brain is constantly trying to build a map of the space, and the layout is designed so it never quite finishes. And here's the trick. A brain that's busy figuring out where it is has almost nothing left for the part of you that says, "I only came here for one thing." Lost on the outside means weak on the inside. Look up in a big mall or a casino and try to find a clock. You won't. Try to find a window to the outside. Good luck. This is deliberate. The second you can't see the sun moving or a clock ticking, your sense of time comes unplugged. 10 minutes and an hour start to feel the same. The temperature never shifts. The lighting never changes. So your body gets no signal that says, "You've been here a while, go home." They didn't just get you lost in space. They got you lost in time. And a person who doesn't know how long they've been somewhere is a person who stays longer. The biggest, most popular stores, the ones you actually came for, are almost never near the entrance. They're pushed to the far ends and spaced as far apart from each other as possible. Want to get from the big store on one end to the one on the other? You have no choice but to walk past dozens of smaller shops on the way. And the escalators. Notice they're never stacked right on top of each other. You ride one up, and to find the next one, you have to walk halfway across the floor. Past more windows, more displays, more things you never planned to look at. Every step you feel forced to take is a step in front of something they want to sell you. You think you're walking to your destination. You're being routed through a trap. The lighting shifts as you move. The music has a pace to it. There's the smell of cinnamon or fresh bread drifting out of the food court at exactly the moment your willpower dips. Mirrors everywhere, slowing you down, pulling your eye. None of this is decoration. It's a flood, and your brain can only process so much at once. When you overload someone's senses, the careful, rational, "Do I actually need this?" voice gets crowded out, and the impulsive, "Ooh, that looks nice" voice takes the wheel. That's not you being weak. That's a known response to an environment engineered to produce it. So put it all together. You can't map it. You can't feel time. Your path is bent past everything they want you to see. Your senses are flooded until your judgment goes quiet. You didn't get lost in that mall. You were never given the option not to. Being lost wasn't a side effect of the design. Being lost was the product. The longer you wander, the more you see. The more you see, the more you buy. Your confusion is the business model. Every minute you spend disoriented is a minute that's been monetized. And here's the part that genuinely gets to me. Remember Victor Gruen, the man who started all of this? He didn't build the mall to trap people. He hated cars, hated sprawl, and he dreamed of the mall as a community center. A town square with gardens and fountains, where people would gather and belong, not just spend. He wanted to give people a place. Instead, the retail world took his blueprint, stripped out everything human, and kept only the part that made people buy. And near the end of his life, he looked at what malls had become and publicly disowned them. He called it a bastardization of his idea. The man who designed the cage spent his final years telling everyone he never meant to build a cage at all. So the next time those glass doors slide open, and that wave of cool air and soft light hits you, pause. Just for 1 second. Feel it. That calm, pulled in, time doesn't exist feeling washing over you. That's not comfort. That's the trap closing, gently, exactly the way it was drawn up almost 70 years ago. You can still walk in. You can still buy your charger and your socks. But now you'll feel the hand on your back, steering you. And you'll know its name. Because once you start seeing the hidden rules built into the world around you, you can't switch it off. The mall is just the first one. Wait till you find out what your supermarket is doing to you.